What's up friends, it's Firecore. Welcome back to Teambuilder Tutorials. Now today we're going to be showcasing a team on the untouched tier. I've never made a video on this. Well, besides like a randomized meta where I did something, yeah, we're gonna forget about that video. This is the first time I've actually made a team for the RU tier. Now RU is kind of inside the middle. Like you got OU and UU, which are like some strong mons. You got like Crocodile inside of UU, and then like of course all the OU mons, and then you got the PU and NU, like Persian and Sandslash and all those mons. You got you got RU, which is a very weird place. It's like smack dab inside the middle, and I've never touched it. I've only built one team for it, and it is a Morpeko team, and that's back when Morpeko or Morpeko was inside of RU. So that's like a long time ago, long time ago. Actually, let's take a look at that team. Let's take a look at that, just so you guys can see. So yeah, where's the food? Wow, that team sucks. But anyways, we are going to be taking a look at Gigalith today. Now, Gigalith is a very cool mon. He's a sand setter, since there's only 3, I think there's only 3 sand setters inside the tier, and the other 2 are chucked inside of OU. Of course, they got their baby forms inside of the lower tiers, but you get my point. This is Stone Blue. Now, Stone Blue is a very interesting mon. So, since he has the Sandstream ability, he gets that buff inside of Special Defense, along with, you know, his normal buff inside of Defense, since he's a Rock type. But let's talk about what this team's name actually means. So, as you can see, it is a Giga Drill Breaker, which is a reference to Gurren Lagann with the finishing move. So, let that play right now. Yo, what's up? It's Firecore from the future. Ooh, continue watching this video because it's very epic. We will get into the reference, but I didn't really talk about why I named it that. Kind of. Like, I kind of just showed it off, but yeah, I didn't really give a good enough description. So, the anime, Gurren Lagann, is like 10th favorite for me or something. It's super fun. You guys should totally watch it. But inside of the show, the main character, or main characters, they continuously say this one line, which is so powerful and so epic. The scene I'm about to show you might get me copyright claim, but I don't really give a fuck. It is the final time, at least I think, that he says Giga Drill Breaker, and it is very cool, very powerful, and you guys should definitely watch the anime. But let's get inside the reference. Sorry, I did not cover in enough description about the actual reference. So let's get into it. Alright, so there's that epic split right there. But let's talk about how this team works and what the mons do. Alright, bit of a spoiler, you're going to see all the other mons, as you can see. Pretty standard RU with a couple of exceptions. But let's start off with Stone Blue, who is inside of RU. Now, he has a very complex EV spread. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. This is the most complex one I've done. Like, a few of the stats don't really do anything, but, you know, it's fine. It does something. Sorry about that cut there, or stop there. I just had to review my notes to make sure I get all these EV spreads right, because I built this team a while ago. So let's talk about these monsters of an EV spread. So first, let's talk about his speed. This is enough speed to outspeed minimum speed Bronzong, which is a very difficult mon for this team to fight. Literally, we have like nothing to counter it. So that's why I put this mon on. And you might be very confused why I have Throat Chop on the Gigalith. So of course, if we go against like a Boom Burster or something like that, we have Throat Chop. But, you know, it's pretty much just for Bronzong. So with this amount of attack, we do 40% to it. That, like, I don't know why I decided I wanted to make it do 40%. Like exactly, but it's enough to do a pretty considerable amount of damage to a Bronzong. Minimum 40, of course, it does like 50 at max. So yeah, this is like our only Bronzong counter, and of course we take like 0 from Heavy Slam, since, you know, we're still a Gigalith with them crazy stats. Those are pretty good. You always have to think about this as a sand streamer as well, because sand stream buffs special defense by 1.5. So pretty much all he has is a lack in speed and a lack in special attack, but that doesn't really matter. The next stat we're going to be taking a look at is his special defense. Now that is just there to take hits better. I decided to just put him max or that nature, so he's a careful nature. That's just to take special hits better. But now let's talk about these legendary stats. So like I already said, attack is there to do 40% to Bronzong, the HP is there to be bulky, and paired up with the defense, it is enough to take a Barraskewda's liquidation, which is pretty cool. We can take it 100% of the time, even if it's a max roll. I don't really think it has access to Sword Stance or anything, so if we don't take any prior damage, which I'm pretty sure also includes Stealth Rocks, we don't have to worry about that. Even though, yeah, I think we live after Stealth Rocks. Well, we have like a 99 or like a pretty high % chance to live after Stealth Rocks, but it's 100% with no Stealth Rocks. I also put Leftovers on, just in case we get Stealth Rocked, or we can live longer. And the moves I put on are Stone Edge, Rock Blast, Stone Edge, Earthquake, no Rock Blast, Throat Chop, and Stealth Rocks. So I wanted to put Rock Blast on for some sub users, but, you know, Stone Edge, it seems like the better choice here. So this, as you can probably tell, is the MVP of the team, and I literally built this as a pretty interesting team. So inside of the RU tier, we have Alolan Sandslash. This is going to be a dual Weather Sweeper. Is going to be like double slash. As you can see, it has Sandslash already. I actually had an Alolan Sandslash along with him, but unfortunately, due to species clause, which I was not aware affected Alolan forms, or forms in general, which kind of sucks. They're pretty different as Mons, but they're considered the same Mon, and you can't use them. So I decided just to use Gigalith as the main boy, since by the time I made that epic EV spread, I already finished the team. So didn't want to scrap this dude, so he's going to pull his weight. But as you can see, we have a Sandslash. This is a sand sweeping Sandslash. So you're all worried about Excadrill sweeping around, but this dude is a threat, kind of. For an RU sweeper, you know, I think he's going to be able to do something. He has Leftovers, Sand Rush, Sword Stance, Knockoff, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. Kind of the exact same attacks as Stone Blue has, I guess. The knockoff is, of course, for Bronzong, or just it's a good move to have in general. Earthquake, Stone Edge. Now, I wanted to put some kind of like... I want to put like a Life Orb on this, but I have a feeling we're not going to really take special hits that much, so I just put on Leftovers. I don't know if Sandstream affects ground types too. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Or else it would probably affect steel types too. I think it only works for rock types. That's why Tyranitar takes hits so well. And I don't think Excadrill gets a buff. I don't think. Please quote me if I'm wrong. But this is not meant to outspeed anything. He's kind of slow to begin with, but I'm pretty sure he has the exact same speed tier as Alolan Sandslash. And also the exact same attack stat. It's just Alolan Sandslash has less special attack and more defense and bulk. So yeah, he's kind of the other version, and his shiny is Fly. The next mon we have is a Garvantula. Now Garvantula with the heavy duty boots is going to be able to switch in and go for Volt Switch. I really wanted to run something like a Vikavolt, which I'm pretty sure is inside this tier, but I decided I wanted to run a different floater, since I've run that thing multiple times. With Compound Eyes, Thunder hits more frequently, so you don't have to worry about missing it. It turns into like a 92% accurate move, which is a lot better. Bug Buzz, Volt Switch, and Energy Ball, since I always forget to put some form of grass, so we don't get absolutely destroyed by a water type, or a rock type, I don't fucking know. But no special EV spreads, just get in there, and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, this Garvantula does not have sticky webs, which I might change depending on how I'm feeling, because there is a reason why I want to run Stealth Rocks and possibly sticky webs, which you can probably already see. But moving on to the next mon, we have our defogger for the team, the Mantine. This thing is the most used mon inside of the RU tier, from Picolytics, and then it's like Gardevoir or something, because RU I'm pretty sure got like totally like throttled. It used to be Pokemon like Vaporeon and a more bulky meta, at least from what I've seen with the tier list and all that kind of stuff with the usage stats. But now it looks a little crazy. So this is a very normal Mantine or Mantine, Roost, Scald, Defog, and Toxic with a physically defensive build. Like, just look at that special attack. That is absolutely monstrous. So we're going to be able to be eating attacks like it's breakfast. So I put Defog on here since I don't really want to deal with the rocks, but I also don't want to get rid of rocks on my opponent's side, since I kind of want them to do that. The reason for that is the competitive nature on my female Meowstic. Now, Meowstic is kind of known to only, you know, the male one's just better in every way. Like, it has Prankster, and Prankster is far better on a Mon that's as weak as Meowstic. Like, come on, 83 special attack? Nah, 83 special attack. It's not going to be able to do much, but with a competitive nature, its special attack gets risen ×2 if it gets hit with a debuff. So, especially with Defog, which lowers evasion, or like a Mystical Fire, which lowers special attack, we're going to be able to get to a pretty solid damage level and do some hardcore damage. I put Psyshock on, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Energy Ball. Psyshock just so we don't get walled by special attackers, I guess. And then Shadow Ball for our, I guess, main form of attacking specially defensive mons, or physically defensive mons that don't have much special attack. Now, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but I think I'll probably put Sticky Web on by the time you see this video, or the next one inside of this, which will be me actually trying this out. I have not played inside of RU that much, so if I don't know what everything does, please forgive me. I know their basic sets from my research, since, you know, I wanted to know how much damage it would do on like a normal Bronzong, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, next we have the Comfey, which I have heard and seen that it is kind of a monster. So with the Triage ability, yes, Triage, it gives priority to healing moves. So that is Synthesis, Giga Drain, and Draining Kiss. So this Mon gets Stab, Draining Kiss, and all of its moves are priority, except Calm Mind, so it doesn't really have to run any speed. You feel me? So it can put that all inside of HP. And this thing, like, it has some pretty bulky stats, like, pretty good defense, kind of decent, like, it's better inside of special defense, but that's not insane, but it's still pretty good. And 50 HP, like, it's acceptable. So this Mon can take hits pretty well, but pair that up with Calm Mind, and just spam healing moves, yikes. Like, if you guys didn't play Generation 6, which I did not, Talonflame had the exact same thing. Its flying moves specifically had priority, and then they nerfed it to only if it's at full HP, and of course Talonflame has the horrible typing of getting messed up by Stealth Rocks, so any kind of damage, including weather, is going to absolutely cripple it. That's why Heavy Duty Boots is so good for it. But this Mon gets that for free, so Comfey is going to put in a lot of work, at least inside of my testing so far. But yeah, that is the team. All of these Mons are pretty simple, but the main man himself, Stone Blue with Giga Breaku, is hopefully going to be able to do what he set out to do. Live attacks and take out the threats. Since Barraskewda kind of messes us up a little bit, and Bronzong, oh my god, I'm so glad I figured out that this dude had Throat Chop so he could actually do something. Because if not, we would be inside of a very bad situation going against Bronzong. But with that being said, guys, hope you're looking forward to this team. Thank you for watching, and keep on lookout for my videos.